Assalamu alaikum everyone. So we're gonna continue with our stakeholders topic, and now we're gonna looking at the next three stakeholders in the business organization, that are society, government, and suppliers. So what are the rights of society? Society means so what basically society means is basically like the people who are living near the business location. So who are people who are near to the business location? They can be held told they can be regarded as society. So let's just say in a 1 kilometer radius or 2 kilometer radius of the business, or and stuff like that. That depends on the how much big the business is. So the bigger the business, the more radius it covers, the more radius of society covers. But that's something else. So what are the basic rights of the society? They have a positive impact to have a positive impact on their life, infrastructure, and job opportunities. So since society is like the business operates in a society, whatever location there is, there are some people living by nearby. So those people are called the society. So the business needs to have a positive impact of their life. They need to provide some infrastructure facilities for them. So suppose if a business is operating in a rural area where there's not so many businesses, so since you're going in a rural area, there are not that many infrastructure facilities. So you make some infrastructure facilities for your business, and hence for the society as well. So you have to provide some infrastructure facilities to the society, and if not that, at least you have to provide basic job opportunities for the business, for the society. So general society, basically, because there might be some unemployment in the society, so you have to give more employment opportunities to the society. Then what are the roles and responsibilities of a society? Well, society, they should cooperate with the business and meet reasonable requests from the business. The production process may cause discharge of harmful waste into rivers and sea or air. So basically, the idea behind societies is that this mostly criticize the business for the waste that they produce, for the harm that they cause, and want the businesses to do something good for them instead of the harm that they are providing, or they think that they have been being harmed in some way or another. So basically, you have as a business, you your production process might not be too environmental friendly, since you might discharge some harmful waste into rivers and sea, but you have to cover up for that, of course. So you have to minimize that risk, and there might be something that cannot be totally finished. You can't just totally prevent the discharge of harmful waste, maybe. So you have to agree with the come up to a negotiate with the society for that, and you have to apologize for that, but you have to like negotiate with them properly. You have to convince them that okay, we can't just remove all the discharge or the harmful waste, but we're trying to minimize it, and we try to do something for your society. They are the roles, that's the real role of society, the responsibility of society, that they should come up to negotiate with the business, that they shouldn't always oppose it, but when the business is negotiating with them, that they are giving the proper reason for that, they should agree with the business and should not cause much problems for the business. And they should also cooperate with the business and meet reasonable requests. Like not just this request, there are some other requests which the business also makes. Sometimes the infrastructure facilities that the business provides, it might make more job opportunities, but it might also cause noise pollution. There are a lot of vehicles passing by, and that society is not happy with that. So you have to meet up with the reasonable request that at least you're providing job opportunities, and you try to minimize that. So that is the responsibility of society, that you have to come up with the make up with the business, and at least to look into the position of the business, that they can't do much about their position and they're trying to do their good. So you have to look at the good of the business as a society member. And what are the benefits that the society provides to business? Well, we get planning permission to expand the business in case we want to expand the business, increase the scale of operations, and that means more infrastructure facilities for for the society, so that they are happy with that. And you can also get local communities are more likely to accept the negative effects caused by business operations if they provide financial support for community groups and projects such as children's playground. So you cooperate with the business, they cooperate with the business and meet reasonable requests from the business. They are doing that because even though you are providing some negative effects to the society, but you're also providing some positive effects that cover up for those negative effects, like financial support for community groups and projects such as children's playground. So it's not that much of a main stakeholder group, but these are you can consider it the second least or least stakeholder group. But yeah, they are indirectly affected by the business actions and activities. So they are part of stakeholder groups, and as a business, you have to consider their roles, responsibilities, and see the benefits that they provide to you. Moving on, we have government, that is also considered on the same level as society, or even lower, maybe sometimes, or sometimes higher. So, what are the rights of government? Well, they, they have a right to have to have a right amount of taxes. So yeah, whenever the business you are being made, the government needs the tax to improve the living conditions of people living in the country, or improve road conditions and provide income to the retired people. So you have to like come up with the basic taxes are their rights. So you can't just withhold their taxes or prevent giving taxes. You like bribe them or something like that. No, taxes are the rights of the government, and you should give to them. Now, what are the roles and responsibilities? Well, it should treat businesses equally under the law and prevent unfair competition. So, as a government, you have to treat businesses equally. Sometimes, some businesses provide bribery for that, like to prevent some competition from rising. They give bribery to government that, hey, do so and so for the business, prevent the competition from rising. They try to shut it down by bribing government, so you can't do that, and government should prevent taking such briberies and take actions against such businesses who do that. They should treat all under equally under law and prevent this unfair competition. They should also regulate business activities to protect customers. What basically means protecting customers is like protecting customers from the, you can say, exploiting customers with high prices. They should regulate the prices and also protect the employees. There should be a minimum wage, a proper minimum wage setup, and look at the working conditions that the business provides and fine them if they're not doing that. We should regulate the business activities as the government to see that okay, that if they are doing their work properly or not. Then what are the benefits for business if they give the right amount of taxes to the government and have good relations with them? Well, good relations with the government might lead to success with expansion projects, receiving planning permission. So you don't always need permission from society. You also need permission from government at times, in case your expansion is something too much big, like taking up a large area, covering up a large area, and you may also get valuable government contracts and subsidies. So that is very beneficial for business in case you are a new startup business and you need that more, and banks are not providing that much loans, so governments are providing subsidies, government providing grants to new businesses. So you just have to take that. That's a good opportunity we have. And government also provide licenses to set up new operations for the business. These are also for new businesses basically. So moving on, finally we have supplier. The rights of supplier is that the order should be high, frequent orders should be placed, and they should be paid on time. Now, basic issue with suppliers is that the payment are not always made on time. Some businesses delay the payment just to like have a positive cash flow for themselves. They delay the payment so that they can have the working capital for the business to cover up the other expenses that the business is currently facing. And you just delay the payment, which is not good for the supplier. That is the right. The payment should be paid on time. You have to work according to the contract that you have signed. So delaying payment or asking for extra credit terms is not something you should do with the supplier. And you should not also make small orders. You should place high orders so that you can also get bulk. But you purchase in bulk, you will get economies of scale, and the supplier will also be happy that the stocks is being sold. So they'll also be happy, and orders should be placed frequently. Like at least you, even if you have purchased high order size, you just buy it once in a month or once in a year, maybe. You should place orders frequently so that the supplier is also having a good business relation with the supplier, is also making a good profit along with you. So, what are the roles and responsibilities of supplier? Well, supplier should supply goods and services ordered by the business in the time and condition as laid down by the purchase contract or supplier's service agreements. So whatever the contract says, whatever the timing it says, when the business orders it, for example, a just-in-time contract may be You need the stocks urgently at times, so the supplier should fulfill that need, and whatever the conditions are laid down, they should work accordingly to the contract. They should not break the contract or breach the contract. They should work accordingly and provide the stocks in proper conditions. It shouldn't be like not broken or something, or defected stock. No, you should provide proper stocks at the proper time and the right time. Now, what benefits do the business have if they fulfill the rights of the supplier? Their supplier loyalty, which means the suppliers are prepared to meet deadlines and request for special orders. So, in case you're placing special orders, even though suppliers may be dealing with more businesses, your competition as well, but they'll meet your deadlines more before the competition, and they'll accept your request for special orders when the demand is high, just because you are fulfilling their rights better. You are placing more frequent orders. You have earned their loyalty, and they also provide reasonable credit terms more likely. So if you have been a good business for the supplier, they are making a good profit, you are making a good profit, you both have a good relationship, then they also might give credit terms to the business, which is basically the issue over here, that suppliers need to be paid on time. But if you have good relations, you can ask for credit terms at times when the economy goes into recession or the business is not doing too well. So at such times when hard times are there, you can ask the supplier and they can give reasonable credit terms. So that's all. Sorry, this government and society was not that much effective today, but yeah, it can't be helped much because there's not nothing much to discuss about that. So that covers up the stakeholders topic. Thanks for watching, and we are going to be looking at more about the conflicts that arise with stakeholder groups and the impacts of decisions that stakeholders have. So thanks again, and Allah Hafiz.